Hi YouTube, this is OCG from True Narukami, here today to present you a deck profile of Dark Irregulars Amon Reverse build. So let's start it off. My starting Vanguard, Greedy Hand. I'll explain why I choose Greedy Hand as my starting Vanguard later on in the video. For triggers, I run 8 critical triggers. Because, critting your opponent and doing more damage to them when they underguard is good. You just punish them and hit them with more damage. And four of these critical triggers are special because I put this specific trigger into the soul and pick one unit to gain 3k. And as many players who play Dark Irregular, we all know that Dark Irregulars gains its main source of power by having cards in the soul. So there shouldn't be an explanation as to why I am running 4 Hysteric Shirleys for draw triggers. And of course, 4 heal triggers, because healing is always good when you are able to heal. It can give you a certain advantage over your opponent when they are not expecting it. Now carrying on with the great ones, I run 2-dimensional creepers, and I will take this time as to why I choose Greedy Hand as a starting Vanguard. It makes a really good Greedy Hand makes a really good combo with this card, because Greedy Hand's effect is you can counterblast 1, put Greedy Hand into the soul, search your deck for Dark Irregulars that is lower than grade 2 and put it into the soul. So basically when I use Greedy Hand's effect, I look for this card, and then this card has an effect. You soul blast it and you can soul charge 2. So basically for the cost of counterblasting 1, you are actually soul charging 3 cards instead of 2. Carrying on with the great ones, I run 4 Hales Deal. This card basically, when it is played in the rearguard circle, if you have an Amon Vanguard, you soul charge 2. And then of course I run 4 perfect guards, because with the current meta, decks just hit for big numbers now, especially with the break ride. You could be expecting them to hit for 21, 25, 30, even 40k, and especially with certain Vanguards, for example Schwarzschild by Persona blasting gains 10k and an extra critical, or even Ashley, Salome, MLB, Gauntlet Buster, all those Vanguards gain that extra critical. So having that perfect guard to protect yourself when you're at 4 or 5 damage and don't want to lose, because that Vanguard is hitting you for a big number and has several criticals on it. These perfect guards come in handy. And then I run 4 Fu Shirens. This card basically has the same effect as K, as Roof, and so it's pretty self-explanatory. When this card is in the rearguard circle, if you have an Amon Vanguard, when this card attacks, it gains an extra 3k. So now going on with the grade 2s, I run 4 Hales Draw. This card basically has the same effect as Hales Deal when this card is placed in the rearguard circle. If you have a Vanguard with Amon's name, you can soul charge 2. And here is 3 Psychoglaives. This card's effect: when this card is placed on the Vanguard or rearguard circle, if you have 6 or more cards in your soul, you may pay the cost by counterblasting 1, and you can soul charge 1 card. And this card gains 5k until the end of the turn. So basically, yeah, having a 7k booster behind it and pulling the effect off, you have an easy 21k column for that turn. And lastly, for the grade 2s, I run 4 Lawn Shinrins. Yeah, basically this card has the same effect as Bedivere, as Masquerade. It gains 3k when it's in the rearguard circle, and you have an Vanguard with Amon its name. Now, for the grade 3s, here is where the fun comes in. I will start off with the Break Ride. So I run 3 King of Mass Dantalians. This effect is Limit Break 4 when you have 4 or more damage and you ride a grade 3 over this card. Your Vanguard gains 10k, and you may select up to 3 of your Vanguards to gain 1k for every card you have in the soul until the end of the turn. So basically, 3 rear guards gain the effect of Amon, the Vanguard Amon. And its other effect is when this card hits, you can soul charge 1 and it gains 1k. And I run 2 Amons. You may be wondering why I only run 2 Amons in the deck when this deck is an Amon Reverse build. Yeah, I find that having more Amons really doesn't really make a difference when I'm not really maining this as the Vanguard. It is great if I could have the cross ride, and my Amon Reverse is at 13k. But yeah, not having in the soul really doesn't really make too much of a difference between a 11k and a 13k Vanguard. And yeah, it's with the soul charge power that this deck has, yeah, it is quite likely that your Amon might accidentally get soul charged in. And now we have the star of the show, Amon Reverse. I run 3 of them. This card's effect, Limit Break 4. When you have 6 or more cards in the soul, you can lock a unit, and this card basically gains the Amon effect. It gains 1k for every card that you have in the soul. I believe I made a mistake. It is if you have 6 or more cards in the soul, it actually gains extra critical. And as explained earlier, just for having Amon in the soul, it gains an extra 2k. So yeah, there may be some questions as to why I don't run Doreen in this deck when Doreen gains 3k when you so for every card you soul charge during the main phase. The reason why I don't run Doreen is because it's a 6k Vanguard, and yeah, in case I draw that in my hand in the starting turn, yeah, I don't want my opponent spacking my 6k Vanguard when most people now play rear guards that are like 8k, 7k, or most of the archetypes now have that 10k clone, and with the lock skill, yeah, Doreen can easily get locked, or playing against Eradicators can get retired, or Seal Dragons, they can just pick that as a target and retire it and make you shuffle your deck and place a grade 2. So yeah, that's some of my explanations as to why I don't play Doreen. So yeah, once again, this is OCG from True Narukami, and yeah, just look forward to more deck profiles with me, and feel free to comment in the comment section below, and please subscribe to us.